Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. I got a few DC updates for you today, but before we get into that, I have to thank my newest member of the Ping Pong Flix Show. Thank you so much to, and I will probably say it wrong, but here we go, Gustavo Contreras. Is that how you I don't know how that's how you say it, but thank you so much for joining the Ping Pong Flix Show as a member of the family, and thank you to all the members of the Ping Pong Flix Show. We're almost there to that 100 member mark where we can start getting some awesome DC prizes. Now, thank you to subscribers as well for tuning in daily, new subscribers as well, and we will get that random prize drawing. The winner will be announced this Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. But it's been crazy. Like I said, it's been crazy in the world because everybody's talking about the election right now. I mean, even Javicia Leslie is hooked to the election. Elections had them stressing. She's still in her suit and she's looking at the election. So it is quite a time right now. And that's why sometimes the news is very scant, very little. But there are some exciting things that happened today, as you've seen in the thumbnail. But I would like to point out a few cool things that happened today as well, or at least things that got my attention. Was that looks like Green Lantern, the 2011 Green Lantern, is one of the top 10 most watched movies on Netflix Brazil. This is coming from DC Verso. Said the film Green Lantern starring Ryan Reynolds is in the top 10 of the most watched movies in Netflix Brazil. That's cool. I think that's great. And I think Brazil in general are very much DC fans. They are big DC fans over there, and hopefully the next convention that will go there, it's going to be all, it's going to be held in Brazil because it worked really well for the Wonder Woman 1984 when it had the trailer over there. Big crowds, a lot of great energy, and very positive for DC. So Brazil is probably the place to be for lots of DC fans over there. So I'm glad they're enjoying Green Lantern 2011. And like I said, if you want to kind of, if you want to see that it could be a possibility that Ryan Reynolds could return as Green Lantern in some form, or at least maybe wants to or would not be opposed to returning to Green Lantern, check out Rise of Green Lantern. Is Ryan Reynolds returning for Zack Snyder's Justice League video, and the link is in the top in the right hand corner of this video. All right, but other things have transpired today, and this is more of maybe you put your tinfoil hat on. But I think Joe Manganiello is finished with additional photography for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now we know Zack Snyder's Justice League additional photography was about 2 weeks, and that has already ended. Unfortunately, we didn't get any behind the scenes on that, rather than just a slate, and maybe there were some NDA things that Zack could not reveal from such a shoot. So unfortunately, we didn't get to see that. But I want to show you a picture of what Joe Manganiello would probably look like in that version of Deathstroke for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Like I've showed you before, he has a mohawk, but he has that hair. He's got that bleached hair and his, beard and mustache as well. So, and we're kind of thinking that that's the look he's going to have in the nightmare future, because we do kind of know that Deathstroke is going to be the nightmare future of said Justice League. And we think his newest picture today that he pointed out today, where he's going back to work, could either mean that was the look, the blue hair was the look that he did over in Zack Snyder's Justice League, or because it's done, he no longer needs the white hair look, and he pretty much went and bleached it blue. So there's two things there. One, it could be like that crazy, and in the nightmare future, he not only has a mohawk, but he also has blue hair. Or he's done with the additional photography, and so he decided to, kind of color it after the shoot. So either or, Deathstroke with a mohawk, that's pretty crazy. That's awesome. That's just like Mad Max nightmare future, a type apocalyptic look right there, and I'm all for it. That's kind of really, really, really cool. All right. The next thing is not Zack Snyder's Justice League, but there is another movie coming out for DC that they're still haven't gone into production yet, and it's one of the most exciting films out of Warner Brothers that I'm truly excited for in terms of DC, and that is the Flash movie. The Flash movie is going to be awesome. I think there's going to be so many different characters in there. I think we got not only have Michael Keaton, not only have Ben Affleck, we got Ezra Miller, so we got 2 Batmans and a Flash. And so one of the rumors of a possible several Superman maybe appearing in the Flash included Henry Cavill, even Nicolas Cage, and also now Brandon Routh, right? Brandon Routh Superman. Now, I enjoyed Brandon Routh's Superman Returns. I think he did a really good impression of Christopher Reeve. It was a sequel to Superman 2, so it's within that timeline, per se. It kind of disregarded Superman 3 and 4, but it's still in the case, it's still that Superman. And so I thought it was a great starting point for a new Superman franchise. However, it didn't do so well. A lot of people thought it was boring. I watched it many times, but compared to Man of Steel, which is pretty much all out action sci-fi, there's a lot of heart in that. There's a lot of dark moments in that. It's all around a better movie, but I still have a special soft heart for Brandon Routh because I think he did a fantastic job playing Superman, and I really wanted to see the sequel. Well, now he revealed today to Heroic Hollywood why. Now he revealed today to Speedy Comics why he didn't get a sequel. But this is being reported on Heroic Hollywood. Brandon Routh reveals why Superman Returns didn't get a sequel. He said this: the intention was to do a sequel, always to do with a big tentpole movie like that. They want to make more as long as they feel like they're recouped the money that they invested into the film. At the end of the day, the studio, Warner Brothers, decided it was too much of a gamble for them to do a sequel. The creative entities, the writers, and the directors were on to other things. Certain people at the studio who were excited about Superman had left to go on to other projects at other studios. So it was both the passion and the interest in Superman dissipated, and the movie, I guess for them, didn't bring back enough monetary success for them to pull the trigger on it. So that is unfortunate that didn't happen. But then again, if that didn't happen, we wouldn't have got Man of Steel. But now that Man of Steel is come and gone, and we got Batman v Superman, Zack is able to do his version of that universe and complete the Superman arc story, at least we hope, on HBO Max. It would seem that there is room for Brandon Routh to return as Superman, which he kind of did as Kingdom Come Superman on Crisis on Infinite Earths, where we had Brandon Routh showing up as returning as his version of Superman, but years later into the farther future, where everybody he has loved has perished because of Joker on Earth 96 in the Crisis on Infinite Earths as Kingdom Come Superman. And I detail kind of like the rumors that going around that he could possibly have an HBO Max series on my Kingdom Come HBO Max series with Brandon Routh editorial, and you can on the top right corner if you want to check that out. It's doing really well, actually. It shows a lot of interest in Brandon Routh as Superman. But in any case, we're still wondering, when's the next time we will get to see him as Superman? Well, according to Brandon Routh himself, there could be a possibility in that he could actually return for the Flash movie.
Success for them to actually put the trigger on it.
But right now, like the multiverse is trending. And I'm sure you heard that the Flash movie is gonna tackle this thing, the multiverse. And so, do you think we can see, your Superman pop up there?
I mean, that, to me, that's always a possibility. And of course, since they're bringing in Michael Keaton, which I'm excited about, and some other people from the past DC projects, I think it's very exciting. It worked really well in Crisis on Infinite Earths. And I was extremely proud and honored to be a part of it and to reprise my Superman. So it's absolutely a possibility. I mean, you can do anything with, everybody lives and dies all the time. And comics.
Yeah, in the comics. Yeah.
So Brandon Routh kind of really hints that he could definitely come back as Superman in the Flash movie. Now, he's saying that's possible because of the idea of that Flash movie having all these different characters in here from the past movies. He probably thinks that's a real possibility, and it's very optimistic about that. And I think we should be as well, because if they are bringing once they said they were bringing Michael Keaton in the movie, we're like, all bets are off at that point. Well, the multiverse has totally exploded. They're even bringing Ben Affleck back, and Ben Affleck agreed to come back for the Flash movie as well. And let's not forget that one moment on Crisis on Infinite Earths when Grant Gustin actually got to meet Ezra Miller's Flash, and that really just opened the doors wide open. I think it just opened up all the different possibilities of all the multiverses, of all these different crossovers could happen, from movies to shows. I mean, back in the day, you would never seen that. You would have never seen something like that happen, where Tom Welling was someone from the movies will show up on a Tom Welling set or something like that. That would never happen. But now it's a possibility. Now the lines have really blurred to the point that, yeah, I mean, in the Flash movie, I'm thinking Grant Gustin's going to show up in the Flash movie as well, because you got to give that little bit to the other mainstream audience who only watches movies and not watch the shows. You have to open their eyes to that multiverse possibility. It could just be a cameo. It could just be a screen. I don't know what it could be, but it has to definitely show that there are multiple Flashes along with the multiple Batmans as well, right? And so having Superman get in there would break it even more. We can't just have multiple Flash and multiple Batman. Go a step further. Get multiple Supermans. Like I said, Henry Cavill could show up. Nicolas Cage even could show up. But more importantly, I think it would be very important to see Brandon Routh show up. I think he's long overdue for another really true return, rather than this. Like, it was fantastic what he done in Crisis on Infinite Earths, and it really showed interest in that character. A lot of people were so excited, and a lot of people, including myself, thought that was the best moment of Crisis on Infinite Earths, and I really enjoyed when Brandon Routh came back. Unfortunately, he wasn't the Paragon towards the ending, but that's okay. I think knowing that he's fully alive and well in Earth 96, that he could potentially, have Flash, Ezra Miller's Flash and Michael Keaton kind of show up in his world. After all, I know Tim Burton's Superman would have been Nicolas Cage, but if they were going to do a Justice League back then, or World's Finest back then, Michael Keaton's Batman would have teamed up with Christopher Reeve's Superman. And Brandon Routh is essentially the Christopher Reeve Superman. So I'm excited for this. I hope that happens. I hope they can get something squared away for at least a little moment, and maybe even drum up some more interest for that rumored HBO Max series, Brandon Routh Kingdom Come mini series. I think that would be really awesome. Speaking about the Flash movie, there's this thing going around that I kind of maybe have to debunk. But if it does happen, I think that's still kind of cool. About that Johnny Depp playing Eobard Thawne rumor. Yeah, Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash. What? You're like, where is this coming from, Chris? Well, it is coming from when you Google the Flash movie cast. You look here, the Flash cast, and it goes straight down the line, and it says right here, Johnny Depp, Eobard Thawne. And before you freak out about this, I'm going to have to tell you, I don't know where they get these cast members on when you type in Google. I don't know if someone submits this or whatnot, but I can probably assure this is probably not true. This is probably not going to happen. Right now, all we know is that Ezra Miller is going to be in there. Michael Keaton said he's in discussions, but I think he's got it in the bag. Ben Affleck's going to be in it, and Billy Crudup is going to be in it as well. Kiersey Clements, I hope she makes it as Iris West, and hopefully that happens, but there's nothing officially confirmed for that. But Johnny Depp as Eobard Thawne, that's not bad. I mean, if you really think about Johnny Depp, and he could really, play off those weird characters sometimes, I could kind of actually see him be the Reverse Flash just a little bit. Now, I really prefer someone like Michael Fassbender or, Matthew McConaughey as Eobard Thawne, Reverse Flash. At least that's my fan casting. But if he could pull it off, that'd be awesome. But this has happened before, where you would Google a movie and see cast members or even characters that are probably not going to be in the movie. To be fair, Wonder Woman 1984 we haven't seen yet, but pretty sure they're not in here. I think they've already been removed when I first Googled it. This was back about a year ago when people pulled up Wonder Woman 1984. They went down and saw that Alicia Vikander was going to play Hawkgirl and Sam Worthington was going to play Hawkman. Were they ever going to be? Was that part of the original script at one point? I don't know. But as far as I know, and when you Google Wonder Woman 1984 now, they are not playing Hawkgirl and Hawkman. They're not going to even be in the movie. So, be careful when you Google, movies. I don't know how these things, just throw themselves onto the Google thing, but I don't think that's going to happen, and I don't know what's going to happen in the Flash movie. I think they should have a villain like Reverse Flash, and I really, truly, hopefully do this. It's kind of that's his biggest arch enemy, So I think it would be great to have Reverse Flash. They have not confirmed that there's Reverse Flash in that movie, and we don't know who's going to be it, but Johnny Depp as Eobard Thawne, I think it's just someone added that in, and I really don't think that's going to happen. But if it happens, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think it could still work out. All right. Well, that is it for tonight. Looks like I don't have any Ping Pong Flix member questions in the comments. Please, if you are a member of the Ping Pong Flix Show and you'd like for me to answer your question on air, please put a question in the comments below. But thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you absolutely love this daily dose of DC content and movies, shows, and video games, please click the like button, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell, keep this hot dog light on, buy a t-shirt from Teespring, and I'll see you next time.